Okay, this has been the process for me, the different stages, how this works. At first, you stop the PMO, you're doing your semen retention, you get a streak. At first, it's like, you feel the difference immediately. Sometimes not immediately. It depends on withdrawals, all that stuff, how long you've been doing it, how old you are, if you have certain health issues, etc. But at some point, you're gonna feel this surge. You're gonna feel this vibration. Why are people concerned with vibration? Why do you wanna be high vibrational? Because you feel good. It's like you get a tune-up. High vibration means your car is running good. Your emotional body, mental body, physical body, you've put high octane fuel in these bodies and they're tuned up. You change the air filter, everything's like tuned up. That's high vibrational. So then your experience in life is more balanced. It's more joyful. But after some time, see, when people start, when you're doing semen retention, when you stop the PMO. That's what I did. Maybe you don't do it. That's what I did, though. It didn't take long before I made a video about this. When you start semen retention, your addiction to edging and seeking out female attraction and lust increases. Why? Because you're not losing your semen anymore. That energy's in you, but you're not yet at the point where that's sublimated because you still have desires within the sexual world. Before, when you were doing PMO, that energy was being released, so you didn't have any power to really fuel these deeper underlying lustful desires. See, we weren't aware of it. I mean, on some level we were, but we really get aware of it when we start semen retention. So over a period of time, this is what happened to me. I started, because I wasn't orgasming and I wasn't losing energy watching porn. So that energy was like, where do I go? What do I do? Because I didn't know really how to, I was gonna say I didn't know how to channel it, but actually it wasn't revealed yet what kind of activity to channel my energy into. You can't just pick anything, just do anything. I'm gonna channel this energy. It has to be something that matches with you and that aligns with your particular destiny and character. That takes some time, sometimes to get revealed. Okay, so then what do you do in the meantime? You got all this energy, but you don't know like where to channel it. This is life. This is what I'm saying. Like, we got to struggle a little bit, and things aren't going to make sense sometimes, and it's going to look hopeless. You just got to do like that. You know, that's part of the game. There's nothing I could have done to change that. There's no techniques I could apply. No, sometimes the slow wheels of evolution, I have to surrender to that and just let it do its thing. And don't take it so serious. Okay, back to what we're trying to say here. When I stopped the PMO, I had a streak going. My edging propensity got stronger. My edging lustful tendencies were stronger. I was sexually fantasizing all the time. Every time I went out in public, I was trying to get a girl to look at me and milk that attraction, those eyes, the energy she's giving me. I needed it. Give it to me. I want a dopamine hit. Edging's all dopamine stimulation addiction. So, over a period of time, it's different. It can take some months, it can take years, but at some point, the edging and the lusting, if that's not in check, you're going to notice your energy starts to drain, and then your vibration is going to start to go down. You're going to be losing energy via edging because you're stimulating your nervous system so much. Every time you do that, you lose some energy. But don't trip. If you do it a little bit and if you do it a lot, you're going to be okay. Like, you can recover from all this, and you can't skip these stages of evolution. So, you know, I'm sharing ideally in a perfect world where we're heading. But relax, you can't just do that overnight. So my whole point of sharing how the vibration increases when we start semen retention, then it starts to decrease after a period of time when we're edging. The point of me saying that is when we're free of PMO and we're free of edging and lusting, this is when the vibration skyrockets. So I'm not lying on the title. It skyrockets because you're preserving energy now on every level. You're not even lusting and edging. You're not looking for dopamine stimulation. I mean, okay, you're not perfect. It might come up, but it's all good. You catch it now. You catch it all the time now. Your introspections become solid. You're aware of how it feels to be clean and sober inside. And so when you start deviating from that, start playing around a little bit, you catch it. And then as time goes on, you catch it more and more and more. And this is how it works. So when you're not losing energy on any of those levels, edging or PMO or anything, and you're not looking for girls to give you hits of attention, you're just in yourself in a good way. You're not like antisocial. If somebody has something to say or there's a reason to talk, yeah. But you're following the dictates more, the alignment of the universe. It's synchronicity. You don't have these little personal desires anymore. Your motives are more pure. You're not talking to a girl pretending like you want to help her when really you just want to extract the female energy and her attention and her gratitude for you trying to help. You see? You catch those subtle things out. When you're not doing any of that stuff anymore, how's your vibration not going to skyrocket? It just is. You start to become more sensitive to everything. You start to be able to read energy better because you've transcended these levels in yourself. So now you can see those levels in other people because we're all the same self, different stages. Like all the apples are apples on a tree. They're all apples, but they're in different stages of ripeness. The one that's getting ready to fall, that's fully ripe, it understands the stages and all the other apples because it's been through that. So you're more qualified now to help people. And you don't judge them. You have compassion because you know what that stage is like when you're deep caught in an addiction and you're suffering. So you don't have an ego that says, yeah, I got this, you guys don't. Quit being stupid. You understand that state. And so something flows accordingly. You see yourself and others. What did Jesus say? Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. That becomes automatic. That's not a technique that you're practicing. You're seeing yourself, your previous self in a previous stage. Somebody else is going through it. So you look at things different. When your vibration's higher, your worldview changes. Your perception's different. Did I miss anything here? It's similar. It's similar to water fasting. When you do a long water fast, at least it was for me. When I did a long water fast, man, I got so sensitive. I mean, too much. It's too much because I'm extreme. I do stuff too much, you know. So I would go outside. I didn't even have to go outside. I could just look out the window and I could read the person's energy, you know. So semen retention is kind of like that, but it's a more balanced thing. It's not so extreme. You're solid, you have sensitivity, but you're not overly sensitive. You don't want to be excessively sensitive. You know how some people are like, oh, I can't go around that energy, I'm too sensitive. No, that's not, you know, that's weak. Be sensitive, but you be strong, you know. That's my message. So the vibration will definitely accelerate, raise, but you gotta go through the grind to get that. This stuff is free. High vibration's free, but it's not cheap. Muji used to say that. I like that line. It's not cheap. You got to go through some inner transformation to get there. So don't, be patient. Ask God to help you be patient, because the mind will say, I want it right now. It's not working. I might as well quit. You'll get it. You'll get it. What difference does it make anyway? If it takes a month or a year or 10 years, when you're there, you're done. You're not even going to be thinking about the struggling times anymore. So sometime, project into the future a little bit if you want, in a positive way. See yourself already complete, and it's cool. Let the lower self catch up to that in its own time. And it makes you appreciate the higher state more, because you know what the lower state is. You see, it's all good. God's made this thing like this. He knows what he's doing. It's just our little minds can't understand it sometimes, you know, because it's very narrow in our perspective and limited. It's like, why do I got to suffer like this? It's temporary. There's reasons for it. It's building, you're strengthening your spiritual muscles. This is what you need to truly be happy. All right, I'll see you.